right, we're going to be creating this canyon with the cliffs and then the river and plateaus and the sunrise or sunset in the background. First thing we're going to do is start on the cliffs. You should have your piece of manila paper. It does need to be vertical, up and down. The first thing that you are going to do is create a zigzag line. But first you're going to find a brown that you like. It can be light brown, dark brown, medium brown, red brown, golden brown. Any shade of brown is perfectly fine. You're just going to pick one that you feel will look the best on your picture. All right, you're going to start on either side. It doesn't matter, but I think I'm going to start on the right side. I'm going to leave about a finger space from the top. I am not going to touch the top of the paper. A finger space from the top of the paper, and I put a little mark. Then a finger space on the bottom of the paper, just like this. So I'm actually going to create a zigzag line, but not touch the top and not touch the bottom. Now, as I'm creating the zigzag line, I don't want to be exactly perfectly even. So it is going to have sort of a jagged look. So I'm going to do little, big, medium, large, small, and then back. Now I notice these are almost the exact same. If you want to keep them, you can. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep them. Then you're going to do the exact same thing over on the left side. So again, a one finger space, and I make a little mark. Then I go to the bottom and a one little finger space and make a mark. Now I'm not going to do the exact same zigzag. I want to make sure it is a little bit different. So I think I'm going to come, and I want to make sure that I leave a space. The zigzags do not match, so I'm not going to make alligator teeth and come all the way over. So I'm going to do zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. So you see they are not equal and they don't perfectly match up either. So they're not mirror images. I do have a little bit of the same, but as long as there's a space for the river in the middle. Now we're actually going to be cutting these out and spreading them out so you have a space for the river. So don't try to guess and keep the river. So let me show you. So we're actually cutting out the cliffs. All right, so the next part is going to be the hardest part. Always start at the bottom of your paper for this. If you try starting at the top, it's going to be a little bit more confusing and it's easy to get mixed up. So at the bottom, you're going to come to the point here, not the edge. You're going to go straight down. Now, if you go straight down, that creates like the edge of a cliff. You can walk along the cliff and fall off. So this is the edge. Do not do this point. Any points that are pointing to the side of the paper, skip. So I'm only going to do the outside points. Now I'm not going to go point to point. Do not do that. It completely ruins the illusion or the look of being 3D. Good thing about using colored pencils is they do erase if you have colored light enough. If you color too dark, it does not erase. So you can keep these straight line like this, or you can have a little wave. Don't do a complete wavy line though, because that does not look realistic at all. So skip this one, this point, and I'm going to go down. Now the problem with this point is if I go straight down, it touches this line. Do not come over the edge. You are going to actually go down and stop. Then from here, again, don't go to the point. I'm going to go down, and it is actually going to run side to side, but I don't want to make it match. In real life, that never happens. So this point down, and then that's all I have on this side. So as you can see, it's starting to look like a cliff edge just by adding the side lines to it. So then on this side, again, start at the bottom. So the point that's close to the edge of the paper, I don't want. I want this point to go down. Now these are very much lined up. If I go like that, you can see how it completely messes up the illusion. And again, it does not look 3D. So I'm not going to go and touch point to point. So if it happens to line up point to point, I'm either going to make it a little shorter or a little longer. I think for this one, I'm going to make it a little shorter because that one's long. So I'm just going to come in a little bit. And now you can see how it's starting to take the 3D shape like this side is. Then this one is going to be a little bit longer. This one, it's short, so I stop at this line. One of the mistakes a lot of students make is not doing the exact point. If you try to come in a little bit, as you can see, that doesn't look like the cliff edge. So I'm going to erase that bit. And then go from the point. And of course, I don't want to do the point here. So I think this one I'm going to make a little bit longer and come out just a little bit. And then stop at that one, just like that. Once you get to the point where you have finished your cliffs, if you are happy with the cliff edges, now is when you need to raise your hand, tell Miss Boyd, and she will give you the next video.